What's up, spectators? Welcome back to an episode of Chaos Child. I have finally moved into my house, and now I can finally get back to doing my videos as planned. So a couple weeks ago, I got sick, and that was a part of the reason I had to take a break while I was moving. I got better, and now I am either sick again, or I'm being exposed to allergens in the house that I'm not used to, and it's been messing me up for like a week now. So if I sound funny, if I start sneezing violently, that's what that is. My nose has been congested for absolute forever. I don't know what normal life feels like anymore. Alright, here we go. Last time, reporter dude from Nika Nia News had a big ol' baby of those stickers in his stomach. And now we're doing it from his perspective, if I recall correctly. His one worry was the Love Hotel incident. When he charged into the crime scene and gotten into a fight with the cops there, his camera had gone out of focus and he'd failed to get part of the sumo sticker. He'd used that to get his scoop, but if someone on the police force was paying attention to those stickers, and if there were enough of a weirdo to be paying careful attention to Watabe's articles, they might find something strange. People didn't really want to hear the truth. They wanted lies that sounded true, embellished so that they were all the more pleasing. When he heard the sound, he quickly flipped himself back into hard-working, good-natured reporter mode.
Hi, dozo. Dozo.
I said, come in. They didn't open the door, nor did they say anything. Watabe grunted, soft enough that they couldn't hear, and then put on a smile as he went to answer the door. Yeah, it's just nasty. The students all started to panic at once, and the gym was filled with screams. Then Watabe's body fell to the floor, as if in slow motion. What, the music just changes? That? Okay. His legs were splayed. His eyes were open wide, still full of the terror of death. He was weeping tears of blood. And... Yes, it was a huge pile of sumo stickers. Watabe was probably already dead, but there were still crumpled sumo stickers pouring out of his mouth. You'd think he'd feel better after vomiting them. So he really should just be getting better. My heart was racing. Beads of cold sweat had formed on my back. I felt a scream welling up in my throat, but something held it back. Watabe's eyes were motionless, pointing towards nothing in particular. I wanted to look away from this madness, but I couldn't. No, wait. The police were... What was it? Maybe it was 119.
Oi.
When we heard the voice, we were finally able to tear our eyes away from Watabe's body. There was a female student making her way towards us, past the crowds, fleeing towards the exit. A female student? No, she felt too grown up for that. And she was wearing a white lab coat. Between that and the sharp look in her eyes, part of me thought she might be a coroner, but she was clearly cosplaying because she's a student, so why would she be? She just wants to be a fancy scientist doctor lady. She slowly looked around the gym. Her gaze stopped at Watabe's body. And then, without moving an eyebrow, she said,
やったのはお前たちか。
What kind of stupid question is that? Chapter 4, her words. Delusory origin of the tale's other side. Whatever the heck that means.
なるほどな。じゃあ被害者渡部さんは時間になっても体育館に現れなかったと。
はい。
そこで宮代君と和樹さん、それから有村さんが待っていたところ、彼がいきなり舞台に上がってきて、そこで事件は起きた。間違いないね。
はい。
After that, things happen fast. Okay. Let me just make another separate save here. The black-haired woman called Detective Shinjo, who contacted the police station. Since our club was supposed to have an interview with him, we were questioned in our club room. During the questioning, we could hear students yelling outside, and the sound of dozens of patrol car sirens, but soon it all faded back into silence. The police had probably sealed off the whole school. There had been no announcement about what was going to happen with the culture festival. But after what had happened, there was no way it wouldn't be shut down.
で、伊藤君と尾上さんは事件の前に渡部さんの控え室へ行ったんだよね。渡部さんとは会わなかったのかい？
Huh? Am I a suspect? That's what Icho must have thought, because he suddenly started acting strange.
でも控え室には誰もいなかったんす。な、尾上。部屋は
空っぽでした。
生徒会の役員は渡部さんの世話をしてたはずだろ。
それもいなかったです。
Serica must have been surprised by the sudden question, because she started to fiddle with her Garo Froggy cell phone strap.
おいお前。不愉快な音を立てるな。うるさい。ごめんなさい。
She must have only then realized that she was doing it, because she quickly took her hand away from the strap.
尾上、落ち着け。誰もお前を疑ったりしないって。
ありがとう、タク。
有村さん、二人の言ってることは本当かな？
ええ、嘘じゃないですね。本当に誰もいなかったみたいですよ。
There was no doubt in her voice. Why are they gonna believe her over us anyways? From the look on her face, you'd think she knew the whole story. And for some reason, Shinjo seemed to believe her.
そうか、了解だ。
He'd believed every word Arimura had said during the entire questioning. It was kind of strange. Did the two of them trust each other that much?
一応聞いておくが、有村さん、君は体育館に行く前は何をしていたんだ？
何言ってるんですか？直前まであなたたちと一緒にいたはずですけど。もしかして忘れてます？もしそうなら脳の精密検査を受けることをおすすめしますけど。
いや、もちろん分かっているさ。ただ念のためというやつで。
Shinjo scratched his head as if he didn't know how to respond. I take that back. There clearly wasn't any trust between the two of them. In fact, he didn't seem to know how to handle her. Then why would he trust what she said? Something felt strange. And there was one more thing. Arimura had said that she was with Shinjo until right before she came to the gym. But there had been barely any time between Watabe's appearance on the stage and Shinjo's arrival. So what had Shinjo been doing at the culture festival?
まさか最初から何かが起こると予想してた。
And then he'd gotten in touch with Arimura ahead of time?
状況から考えると、君たちが彼の死に関与していることはなさそうだ。 しかし、そうなると誰が
Who killed Watabe and how?
渡部さんが舞台に上がってきたとき、怪しい人を見たりしていないか？
はい。
I don't know why they're talking to us, considering I'm sure there are plenty of people in between that would have seen him, like the people who left his room. So
君はどうだ？
the black-haired girl had been leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. She looked up.
残念ながら私が駆けつけた時現場はパニック状態だったからな。
Her voice was as mature and calm as her appearance. She was probably a third-year student, but I'd never seen her around the school before. Maybe the white lab coat was because she was part of the biology club or the science club. But what would a student be doing here with a detective?
まったく面倒なことだ。お前たちが犯人だったら簡単に済んでよかったんだが。
それどういう意味です？
どうもこうもそのままの意味だ。
私からすればあなたの方が怪しいですけど。
私は犯人じゃない。ほらどうだ、私が嘘をついているかどうかお前が一番よく分かっているはずだが。
Arimura was clearly annoyed. But the black-haired girl didn't seem to care in the slightest.
まあまあ、久野里さん、それくらいにしといてくれ。
Her name was Kunosato. Then, evidently, she knew Arimura. But it was clear from their conversation that the two of them didn't get along. And for some reason...
おい、
I mean, clearly, she doesn't get along with anybody.
はい。僕ですか。
他に誰がいる？
それは。
さっきから何をジロジロ見ている？
いえ、別に。
だったら下でも向いていろ。鬱陶しい。
I didn't know why, but Kunosato seemed to have it out for me too, not just Arimura.
一体何なんだ。
What did I do? I'd never even met this girl before. Why would she act like this? Because she stinks.
いや、待てよ。
Or was I wrong and we'd actually met somewhere before? Did I do something to tick her off then? It was no good. I tried to remember and couldn't. But strangely,
彼女の声。
it felt like I'd heard that voice somewhere before. On the Nikonia news. But where? You hear it every night,
ダ
man.
メだ。こういう時に限って思い出せない。
It was really bugging me. There was nothing so useless as information that was inside you, but that you couldn't retrieve when you needed it. Information was only valuable if you could use it.
とにかくもう一度確認させてくれ。君たちは舞台の下で対談を待っていた。だがいくら待っても渡部さんは現れず、伊藤君と尾上さんが様子を見に行った。その後しばらくして突然渡部さんが舞台に上がってきて、そこで倒れた。間違いないね。
はい。
I suddenly remembered the way Watabe had looked. His eyes were out of focus, but full of terror. He was weeping tears of blood. His hand was stretched out as if seeking help. And the sumo stickers poured out of his mouth, covered in blood and vomit. It was a bizarre scene. I looked over at Arimura, and she must have remembered it too, because she was wincing.
両目から出血。口からは異物を嘔吐か。吐き出したのは力士シールと呼ばれる妙なシールだったな。検視は進んでいるのか、新庄さん。解剖はいつ行われる？
子供たちの前でそこまでは。
子供たちの前か。
Kunosato snorted, annoyed.
まあとにかく君たち新聞部には全員ちゃんとアリバイがある。心配しなくていいからな。
I breathed a sigh of relief. Even if I knew I was innocent, I'd still be terrifying of being arrested anyway. Yes, the police do that. Because the police are
君と有
terrifying.
村君、それと和樹君は事件を間近で見た目撃者だ。申し訳ないが、所轄の担当者が資料を作るのに協力してほしいと言ってる。
はいはい。やだって言ってもどうせ連れてくんですよね。
いや、別に君たちは被疑者じゃないから、あくまでも協力をだね。
この前もそんなこと言ってましたけど。
しかし、なんだろうな、君たちは。
Shinjo brushed his hand through his bangs. He hadn't cut his hair for a while.
え、何がです？
前回の柿田さんの事件といい、先日の彼女クルス・ノノさんの死傷事件といい、ここのところ怪しい事件といえば必ず君たちが関わっている。これは偶然なんだろうか。
それは。
He was right. Even ignoring what happened to Kurusu, this was another potential homicide like Revolving Dead. But we were just innocent bystanders. I knew that better than anyone.
僕たちは本当にたまたま。
たまたま？
Kunosato interrupted.
本当にたまたまなのか？お前たちが気づいていないだけで何かある可能性は？事件を呼び寄せるような何かが。
I tried to say something back to her, but couldn't. Her eyes were that cold when she looked at me. What was with this girl?
I
was starting to get angry, and that was enough to get me to open my mouth.
僕、あなたに何か。
なんだ？
But I regretted it immediately. She was scary.
その。
言いたいことがあるならはっきり言え。時間の無駄だ。
じゃあ聞かせてもらいます。けど僕あなたに何かしましたか？
ああ？
なんだかすごく嫌われてるような。いや、僕の気のせいだったらすみません。
気にしない方がいいですよ、先輩。この人は誰に対してもこんな感じですから。
To everyone? Was that true? But I felt special. That was okay then.
誰に対してもというのは違うな。お前たちに対してだけだ。
お前たち？
ああ、そうだ。
Racist.
お前たちだ。
Did she mean me and Arimura? Or?
もしかして
Orphans, perhaps?
以前どこかで。
いや、お前のその神気臭い顔を見るのは初めてだ。
Then why'd she have to be such a bitch?
とにかく手口から見て今回の事件もこれまでの猟奇事件との関連性が疑われる。
ニュージェネの狂気の再来すか？
The strange way that Watabe had died, and the fact that today was October 10th. Just like Shinjo said, it was possible that there was a connection.
ああ、司法解剖の結果を待たなければ断定はできないが、日付と犯行の異常性は一致する。ところで宮代君、聞いてもいいか？
はい、何でしょうか？
あのボードは君たちが？
Shinjo was looking at the map that we'd put together to follow the case.
はい、そうですけど。
ちょっと見せてもらってもいいかな？
Shinjo stood up without waiting for my answer and walked over to the board. Kunosato moved away from the wall and followed.
これ、どう思う？
そうだな。
The two of them started to whisper to each other. I tried to listen in, but I couldn't make it out. Oh, they're impressed. They're gonna steal my ideas. With nothing else to do, I whispered to Arimura. Let's also whisper.
久野里って人、うちの生徒なのか？
For some reason, Arimura was staring at me in surprise.
僕、何か変なこと言った？
いえ、先輩がタメ口だったから。
I must have been so distracted by everything else that was going on that I didn't think. And now she just mentioned it, and now it's been made awkward. Good job.
いえ、そのままでいいです。私は前からそうしてくれと言ってましたし。
わかりましじゃなくてわかったよ。
有村。
え？
さんもつけなくていいです。
わかった。有村。
First, the two of us had been together at the scene of Watabe's death, and now we had that strange, arrogant woman angry at us. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Maybe that's why I was finally able to talk to her normally.
それで、何の話でしたっけ？
だからあの人。
The two of them were still talking about something in front of the map I'd made.
知らないんですか？先輩と同じ3年生だそうですよ。と言っても、ほとんど学校に来たことないらしいですけど。
学校に来ないって不登校ってこと？
さあ、私もそこまでは。
So, she was in my grade, but I was sure I'd never seen her at school. Ito and Caruso had a lot of connections. Would they know her? Yeah, they probably would.
っていうか、そもそも何者なんだ？僕たちのこと嫌ってるみたいだけど。
さあ。
さあって知り合いなんだろ？
私もこの前会ったばかりで詳しいことは知りません。ただ。
Our conversation was cut off by the sudden sound of a phone.
失礼。
Shinjo took his phone out of his pocket. It was an old Japanese flip phone. Who still used those in 2015? I started to worry about whether a wrong-sider like that was capable of solving this case at all.
ああ、そうか。わかった。それじゃ。
Someone must have told him to go somewhere. He folded up his phone and put it back in his pocket, then turned to face us.
俺たちは先に失礼する。君たちの迎えは少し後になると思うが、くれぐれも協力頼むな。
はあ。
わかりました。
だからそうめんどくさそうな顔するなって。時間がかからないように手は打っておく。それじゃ頼んだぞ。
No comments on the map. Shinjo motioned to Kunosato, and the two of them left the room. As she left, Kunosato gave us one last cold glance. And the room fell silent. No one felt like talking, so we started to take out our phones or read magazines. He said it'd be a while before the police would arrive to pick us up. The only thing we could do was kill time.
Nah.
I tried to talk to Arimura, but she either didn't hear me or was ignoring me. She was playing with her phone too. She seemed to be trying to get in touch with someone. It looked like she had a lot of friends, so she may have been asking what happened with the culture festival.
もう一度事件の整理をしてみるか。
ねえ、タク。
ん？
Serica stopped me as I started to head for the board.
どうした尾上？
能力者ってなんだろうね。
は？
Psychic? Like those con artists you see running dingy little shops. Couldn't be. You know, like in Mob Psycho?
なんだそれ。ラノベかなんかの話か。
さっき、新藤さん？
新庄さんか？
さっき新庄さんが制服の上に白衣着た人とそんなことを。
お前、二人の話聞こえたのか？
It was true that the two of them had been mumbling in front of the board. I could barely hear it, but Serica was evidently able to make out some words from where she was sitting.
歴史シールの不可思議な現象とか、能力者がなんとかとか、事件に関係あるのかなって。
If they were talking about it now, then of course it had something to do with the case. But still, psychics. like a mind reader or something, or someone who can move stuff with his brain. They didn't think this was all being caused by psychics with superpowers or something, did they?
いくらなんでも警察がそんなこと真面目に。
聞き間違いじゃないのか？
Both Ito and Kazuki were looking at her questioningly.
そうかな。確かにそんな風に聞こえたんだけど。
なあ有村、何か心当たりはないか？
She spent some time with Shinjo. Maybe she knew, but...
有村？
ああ、何ですかそれ。私アニメとか見ないんで。
She didn't seem really interested. Well, that's what most people our age would think when they heard the word psychic.
尾上、他に何か聞こえなかったか？新庄さんたちの話。
他にはね、
She was about to open her mouth. But then the sound of the door opening cut her off.
おーい、宮代くん、和樹くんいる？それに有村くんも。
先生。
よーしよし、おとなしくしてるね。そろそろ警察に行くよ。
え？警察の人が迎えに来るんじゃ。
引率係だよ。君たちは別に犯罪者じゃないし、あくまでもうちの生徒だからね。警察に呼ばれたなら僕が連れて行くのが筋だと思って。どうだい？僕っていい教師だろ？
This guy's kind of suspicious. As if he'd ever actually done anything for us as our advisor. But still, I felt just a little relieved.
それじゃ行こうか。ああ、伊藤くんと尾上くんはすぐに帰宅すること。いいね。
ういっす。
はーい。
The two of them started to get ready.
先生。
なんだい？
文化祭はどうなるんでしょうか？
さあ、今ちょうど会議中でどうなるかはまだわからないね。
That's all he said before he left the room. And well, with that, it's been about 27 to 28 minutes, so why don't we end this video here, and we'll pick this up again next time. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!